So I've been making about $5K a month as a small content creator with 1,700 subscribers on YouTube, 14K on Instagram, and only 116 followers on TikTok. So the question you may be asking is, how do I do it? So January 19, 2020, I found myself in this position. However, I wanted to be doing content creation full time. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's something that I want you to think about throughout this video today, because that's going to be the overall narrative of this entire story and this process to help you get to making $5K a month as a full-time content creator. Now, looking back as I worked in the coffee shop, I remember watching people like Peter McKinnon, Maddie Hapoya, all these incredible content creators who had all of this gear and all of this talent and was doing exactly what I wanted to be doing full time. So again, if you're someone who feels like that, maybe you feel like you don't have the gear, maybe you feel like you don't have the talent, then stick through to this video, because I promise you that hard work will prevail over all the gear that you can buy and all the talent that you can acquire. So my brother Matthew was nice enough to let me use his studio to record the rest of this video. So shout out to Matthew. I'll be leaving his Instagram in the links below in the description. So moving on to point number one, I pre-decided that I would do whatever I had to make content creation my full-time gig. So in reality, what that really meant for me is that I was gonna decide that I was gonna make no money doing videos for a very long time, so that in the future, I can do this as a full-time thing. So I was working late nights doing jobs that I didn't wanna do, like Uber Eats and hustling through Facebook Marketplace to make ends meet. In the meantime, I was doing gigs for around $200 that I really should have been charging $1,000 for. However, I needed the experience and I couldn't risk the fact of them saying no to the price tag rather than me getting the experience doing the job. And honestly, I can make a full video out of this, which is how to make money in the meantime while you're growing as a content creator. And if you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comment section below, because I know a ton of different ways that you can make money in the meantime while you're getting your gear and while you're growing your talent. So moving on to our second point, which is also part of point number one, is that I decided that I was gonna invest in myself with my time, but also with my money. So like I said in the last step, I was basically doing gigs for free, or if they weren't free, they were really around $200 when I could have charged a lot more. But that was really because I needed to grow myself and be known in the industry as someone who does this type of thing. Whether you're making money or not, I can't stress how important it is for you to be out making content whenever you're starting off as a content creator. Now the reason for this is because the contacts that you make in that time can really make the foundation for your entire business in the future. Now like I said before, I also invested in myself financially. So really what that meant for me is I took half of every check for about 2 years and invested that into gear for me to use as a content creator. Now this isn't something that you have to do, but for me personally, I have found this so incredibly helpful, and doing this at an early stage makes me so much more money now. And like I said before, even if you're making $200, taking $100 of that and investing it into a camera body or a lens or a light will take you a very long way, even though it doesn't seem like a lot of money in the moment. Now moving on to our last subcategory, the last thing that I did was invest a lot of time into learning how to be a good editor. Now one ability that I have over a ton of other videographers is that I am a very, very good editor, but I'm also a very quick editor. Over the past year, every single gig that I've done, I've turned around in no less than 72 hours. There was really only one exception to that, and that was a wedding that I shot. And honestly, if I shot that same wedding now, I could still turn it around in 72 hours because of all the shortcuts I've learned to my editing process. So whether you need to jump on Skillshare, YouTube, or go through Adobe's help page, you can really learn how to maximize your editing time, which will again help you to get clients a lot more often and a lot quicker than other videographers in their area. Now obviously I'm still maintaining very high quality in my videos, but I'm just getting them out way quicker. Now moving on to our last step, which kind of sounds silly, but it's so important, especially in this industry. Never get cocky. First of all, it's just bad for business and it doesn't really look good to you as a content creator. Now here's what I mean by that. Even though I'm a videographer making $5,000 a month, and honestly I'm making more than that, I still don't turn down the small projects. Every single week, I honor the clients that I started with who just couldn't increase their budget at the time, and I'll still do those clients' videos for $200. But the thing to remember in this industry is how important it is to treat other people. Now, someday I won't be able to work with these clients for $200, but in the meantime, I have plenty enough time to help these clients, but also help my high dollar clients, and so there's no reason to turn them down other than my own ego. And like I said in the second step, you don't know who these guys know. Maybe these $200 clients can lead you to $3,000 clients, and honestly, that's often how I've gotten these high dollar clients, because I took care of the low dollar clients. So whatever you do, never become a cocky filmmaker or content creator, because it's just not good for business, and it's also not going to help you grow to gain over $5,000 a month as a content creator full time. That being said, if you guys are interested in seeing a video on how you can make money in the meantime while you're growing your clientele as a content creator, please let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to make a video like that.